What's going on? It's Adam here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry there's a sync issue with my video and the audio, but you can't do much about that. Anyway, today is not too much to talk about. Actually, we get a lot to talk about in life. So basically, today's update is just an update on what I've been up to, what's been going on. Also, what's upcoming for my popular page, Maritime Weather Agency. Um, uh, for some reason, I have this player embedded on my website as well, and it doesn't tally those viewers. So I know there's at least 7 or 8 people on the website. So shout out to everybody tonight listening. This is a live video, of course, and my first time using Google Hangouts, so do bear with me as I'm trying to get used to all these items. If you want to leave a chat, I'd love to hear from you. I'm not too sure how to use this chat system. But yeah, so I'm just going to leave your comments here. Yeah, so anyone watching, you're welcome to leave your comments. Tonight's video, I'm just going to cover a few different things. And the first thing being, I'm just a little bit, not down, but a little bit aggravated, if you will. This is my opinion. If you provide a free service to somebody, okay, and when I say this, I say this for fans of Maritime Weather Agency and other pages that I have. When you provide a free service, if you can't respect that, I think there's something wrong. Personally, I don't know for sure, but that's just my opinion, you know. Just 1 second here. I got to monitor my own stream here just to make sure. Okay, good. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, if you're providing a free service, okay, in my opinion, you should have respect for that, you know. In my opinion, if you're providing a free service, again, you should not be a dick about it, you know. No offense to those that are Christian or whatever. But no, so Maritime Weather, I have been giving forecasts on that page for, you know, we're going on 5 years, which is amazing. We're at almost 13,000 fans, which is also amazing. But that's also a big responsibility, and for that reason, I have great admins. I have people that help me do it. I don't do it alone, of course. I take all the credit for where we are today. Obviously, we have 4 or 5 admins that assist us every day in everything that happens. So that's, of course, part of the reason. But there's some real jerks, okay? You go on there, okay, and, you know, you say, okay, the weather's like this, the weather's like this. And, you know, we don't post for a couple of days. We can't post if there's no weather, you know. if there's nothing to talk about, what do you want me to do? Talk about the tacos I had last night? Like, come on. Anyway, so you get aggravated people, okay? Well, you should be updating your page or you'll lose fans. So be it, okay? You know what? We're doing great, in my opinion. We wouldn't have the fans we do today if we weren't, obviously, you know. You know, it's just kind of aggravating. And I'm the kind of person that gets down over every little thing, so it aggravates me, the fact that people don't even respect the fact that you're providing a free service. We don't charge people. You know, of course, if you want to make a donation, that's fine. You know, we provide a free service. This page, believe it or not, started off in a way that was actually kind of a school project. And you know what? I never imagined it to be as big as it is today. So it's very amazing to see the response from fans and everything like that. So yeah, it's very amazing to see just that much. It's just great. So yeah, that's about all I had to say for Maritime Weather Agency. Moving along, I've been developing a new website for Maritime Weather Agency. Don't ask me why I'm doing another website altogether, but it has to do with functionality. It has to do with user interface. It has to do with just the overall. We've had a lot of downtime with Maritime Weather Agency, and we use a server, a website builder called Weebly. And when we use that, this is my personal preference, but when you're getting over 80,000 views on a website per day, I don't think Weebly expects that kind of traffic from free websites. Like, our website is free, and I think that has a big part of the reason on why it was down so much, personally. So, for that being said, yet again, we are moving web servers to WordPress, which is obviously one of the top website builders and interfaces on the internet these days. So, you know, that's what we're moving to. It's kind of aggravating. I've been, I never knew how to do WordPress until about 3 weeks ago. I said, you know, WordPress is the top kind of internet interface that people use for websites these days. That's what I'm going to use anyway. So I kind of taught myself, and over the last 3 weeks, I've been teaching myself more and more. So it's good to know. Obviously, a lot of people use WordPress, so it's good that I can offer that as part of my graphic and web design now as well. So that's the latest on that. So I've been developing a website, but the down part of that is WordPress is so not complicated, but you need to have a big head and you need to have a mindset for it to learn it, for sure. It's like giving a friggin' kid it's like giving a kid a friggin' huge bicycle, okay? And they're gonna say, "Hey, how am I supposed to drive this?" It's kind of like that. So you got to learn and take the steps to finally learn it. So that's what I've been doing. I'll call it the learning curve is what I've been doing. So that's part of that, and that's basically how that's been going down. The site is. I've been getting this question a lot. Um, the funny thing about this, okay, I have been getting errors and errors and errors on the computers I use. I use this one here, which is a laptop. I have a Mac. I have this one here that's doing the radio show that you can't see. See, it's got a mic here and everything. But yeah, anyway, so I can do my radio show. I can do whatever. But been getting errors, sadly, from database errors to the web page not loading, the web page not allowing me to log in and edit. So that's kind of setting me back. I did mention the website is finished, and that is true to an extent. We are kind of, I am rather, I'm going through and making sure everything's easy to use. It's an easy to use interface for the viewers and for us as well. And that's another big part of it, making sure that we can all kind of we can all be part of what this is. Because like I mentioned, it's like giving a little 2-year-old a big huge bicycle of some kind. So able to make it so admins can use it, but also easy for the viewers to use. And when you get when you have an audience of 12,000 like we do on Facebook, nearly 13, we'll say, I think it's 12,300 and something. Anyway, point being that we have a lot of people that rely on. Oh, I can't talk tonight. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of people rely on you once you have that kind of an audience. So as far as that goes, that's what's been up with that. We're making the site easy for people to use, and also easy for people to use, like I said, and also easy interface and clean design. Just easy for you to use in one area and all the others as well. Like you get all the information you need. A new radar. We have live lightning detection from Environment Canada. Everything you need to know is right there. We have cancellations and power outages and current alerts and stuff like that. And you know what? That's the way it should be. There's a lot of work put into the site, so I'm trying to make it as best as I can. The old site was again through Weebly. I'm kind of going through the last little things of developing the site, so that's what I've been up to. Kind of ironing out the little flaws and stuff like that. Yeah, so basically that's what I've been doing. Just kind of ironing out those little flaws. Just 1 second here. I gotta get a message. So yeah, as I was saying, I just like to reply to people. So yeah, I was where was I? Oh yeah, about how we're making the site better. So I said that 1,000 times already. The main thing is easy to use for the interface and the people that visit. Okay, if you have a website that's got a whole bunch of different stuff that does not need to be there, no. Okay. I know some of you say, okay, well, why is there so many ads? But there is a reasoning for that. We put ads on the site, yes, to get money out of, but that's not the reason we do that. The reason we do that is, we get profit out of it, but also the fact that that profit goes right back into the website, into the design, everything like that. So that's basically how that works. As far as money we get out of that, I'm not going to share any totals, nothing like that. But it varies by month. Okay, so it's funny to say because we have a month that we have storms. Okay, and then 2 months later, there's nothing. Like this time of the year, it's nothing, okay? Now, the minute we say, okay, that there's going to be a thunderstorm or there's going to be some kind of storm, that's when it spikes, okay? Now, again, like I said, this money that we get off of these ads go right into the website. Having a website of our magnitude, I'll call it, not really our magnitude, but our size, and it's based on viewers, okay? We have a website that's getting 80, 90,000 viewers a day. You can't just have free hosting, okay? You have to buy hosting, or else it'll crash. It'll crash, and that's what we had issues with Weebly before, and again, that was free. We tried doing a free WordPress server. It did not work for, we did some beta testing. No. Anyway, but we're in the final stages of developing the new website, and I was curious if someone asked a question, what does the money go towards on the site? The money on the site goes towards the monthly fees mostly. We're also developing an app, as you may, it's called MWA Go. So people have been donating, actually, so we really appreciate that. That app should be out. I'm not going to give any specific dates. Don't quote me on this. It should be out probably August. I know that's quite a little late, but I can't give it details. Could be earlier, could be later. Just never know. Technology these days, So a lot of people have been asking me about WordPress itself. How does it work? Is it free to do? WordPress is free. The way it works, okay, you can use free WordPress if you want. If you're having probably, if you're getting between, say, 40 and 1,000 viewers a day, WordPress is fine on the free side, okay? Now, one guy I was just answering a question for just when I got that Facebook message. Great guy from the U.S. He has his own page, Forecaster Josh. He asked me, do you get plugins? Well, he said, yeah, but you don't get plugins on the free version of WordPress. You would think that's the case, but the way I do it and the way the professionals do it to save money and whatnot, they get a free hosting. And then what they do is upload WordPress onto that free hosting, and that's how it's free, because you have a free host. All you're doing is uploading the files of WordPress that you've configured to the server. If that makes any sense, I should have a big whiteboard down here, maybe. Anyway, so that's how that works. I hope that clears it up just a little bit, but it's kind of hard to explain. Message me after. I'll give you a hand if you really want to use WordPress. Anyway, but no. So again, tonight's topics were kind of maritime weather agency, why I've been kind of down-ish, and why I've been so busy. But I'd also like to cover the latest and what's coming up for maritime weather agency. A short time ago. The new website will be unveiled. I'm not going to quote this because it should have been unveiled a week ago, but it wasn't, because we're going through and beta testing all the features. Today I had an issue that really aggravated me. I had all the sidebars finished. For those of you that don't know what sidebars are, I cannot talk, are on the side of websites, and usually they stay put. When you go to pages, they're all the same. I had all those finished, every one of them. We have like 60 pages on our site, and every damn one of them got deleted. So unfortunately, I have to put all those back and work on them again. And yeah, that's going to take a little longer. I'm probably at half of that now. So hopefully it won't take too long. As far as a release date, at this point, if everything goes well, which it probably fucking won't, sorry my language, it should be maybe 19th or 20th. So what's today? Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that. It might be revealed. If you want to be a beta tester, you can get access to the site now and have a look at it. And the reason we're doing that is to make sure all the flaws are out country-wise. Here in Canada, we have no problem. But that's not to say someone in the U.S. or someone in Florida, or whatever you call it, I don't even know the country. Anyway, could have trouble accessing it and seeing some of the elements within the site. So that's one thing we're trying to get worked out. And that being said, yes, we're in the Maritimes that we do this, but we have viewers that are in the U.S. We have viewers that are in, we have viewers in Cuba. We have viewers in Hawaii. We have viewers in all them places like that, surprisingly. So yeah, basically that's how that works. We just want to be able to make sure that everywhere that views the site is fine and can see every aspect of the site. Because like I said, I'm here in Canada. you could have someone over here that's not seeing the same thing I am and could be down altogether for that matter. And yeah, so that's what's taking the longest, adding the links, getting all the linking done. The way I do web design is so, you start off with the template. I usually start off with the home page, work my way up, put in like the links and put in the names and put in the headers and footers and all that kind of stuff. Then after I get all the pages built up, I put in the links and make sure there's no broken links. If you know what broken links are, it's kind of obvious. It doesn't lead nowhere. It takes you to 404. So that's how that works. I was having some questions also about the radio stuff I do. The radio stuff I do that for something for fun mainly. I just do it for fun. I wish I could show you the equipment I have here. But I just do that mainly for fun, for something to do in my spare time, I'll say. But I'm trying to get that maybe built up a little more as well. Another question I've been having is, how do you find the time? And I agree with that, but also my response to that is, if you love what you do, okay, then you can find time, okay? I love doing this. Again, I can't take full responsibility for everything where we are today on Maritime Weather Agency. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, so I can't take every little responsibility for that because we have a great team. Me, Robert, the whole team there is just great. So basically, that's how it works. And forecaster Josh, I'll help you out after I finish here. I'll help you get it set up if you really want to do that. Anyway, yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. And if you ever have any questions, I'd be delighted to answer them for you. Anybody at all in general. I've just been so busy that I haven't. If someone messages me, I don't mean to not pay attention. I'm sorry if I miss it or just kind of say, cool, whatever. It's kind of just because I'm busy. So I don't mean to kind of shoo off everybody. Of course, I have my friends on here for a reason. We all share the same interest. And I cannot say enough of how many friends I've gained from weather, from radio. It's just great. I have so many great friends that I talk to all the time. And they're just great. All of them are just great. So, you know what? I'll say 6 years ago today, whatever, years ago, I was in, jeez, I don't know. I was in probably, grade 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. And for me, I didn't want to use, well, this probably shocks some of you. I didn't like using computers, okay? So this one day, of course, I said, I'm going to use, I didn't want to use computers, okay? So I had to do this assignment on a computer all of a sudden, and I really did not want to watch. I want to use the computer because I had never used computers in the past. So that's mainly why I didn't want to do this. That being said, I kind of, I was the slowest typer in the class. I didn't want to use a computer. I had to do a main copy. We have rough drafts, whatever. And I had to do good copies, as they call it. Anyway, so the teacher would help me along, So I said, okay, how do I remember one day, how do I put in a backspace? And I look back now, I said, holy sweet flying fuck. Sorry for the language, but where I am today from, say, 4 years ago in computer knowledge is just amazing, because I wouldn't have touched a computer, say, 4 or 5 years ago. So it's kind of, shocking, really, to where I am today. Anyway, what sparked me was a friend of mine was actually on YouTube at school, and he would always watch videos. And I said, and he replied, and he said, yes. And I said, oh, really? So here I am, every damn day I would be up to the library after this one day watching videos of cars and weather and all this different stuff. Anyway, so that's what I'd be doing. It got to the point, actually, where I was focusing more on that than I would be, and I was focusing more on that than I was the actual schoolwork. So I was kind of getting behind, unfortunately, in some of what I did. But, it all came up good. Look where I am today. So, I mean, I've always just had an eye for design. What I do is kind of, that's why I do what I do, is because I've turned out I've always had an eye on design, and I've been told that by a lot of people. School teachers say, man, that's really good, so you should get into doing that when you get older. As far as college and stuff, I plan on going to college for radio. Now some doing the other thing. Well, the reasoning for that is, yes, I like doing all this other stuff, but radio was the one that always stuck out to me, if you know what I mean. It's always been one that stuck out over the others. Radio has been one that I've always loved, always did, and that's why I plan on doing radio as my primary. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for tonight's hangout. Now that I actually try doing all this is pretty neat. I've never done a Google Hangout, so it's like I said, it's all interesting to see because I've never done it. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. If any of you have questions on Facebook, like those that have messaged me during this, feel free to leave your comments on my Facebook or message me, whatever. I'd love to help you out on WordPress or design or whatever. Just so you get everything. Um, Again, I'm busy. Tonight I'm kind of just taking it easy, so if you have questions, if you need help with anything, let me know, because I'm not really busy tonight. I'm just kind of doing what I usually do, kind of just updating things and stuff like that. So I'm going to wrap it up. And if you like this video, leave it a like. I know it's going to be archived on YouTube, so just leave your comments and likes and everything like that as a token of your appreciation. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. But I appreciate everyone viewing here tonight. I know it says 2 watching now, but that's not actually the case. And I'll tell you why, because I have a player on the website, and YouTube has said that it will not include the website player count in the tally of now viewers. So yeah, I guess I better shut up. And why I say that, because my voice sounds like it's going. So I'm not going to talk all night, but I guess that gives you an idea of what I've been up to. And if you want more videos, like, subscribe, message me on Facebook. I'd love to hear your response on this video. So thanks for watching. Take care.